Here's my criticism of current pharmacology. It leans on assumptions that made sense decades ago, but now hold us back. The core problem? We built drug theory on an inheritance from early enzymology, then stopped updating the foundations when the data got uncomfortable. Back when scientists first purified enzymes, they did something smart and simple: map activity versus pH. Those pH profiles weren't busy work. They revealed which ionic groups mattered, guided purification, and helped model the actual catalytic chemistry. Yet in pharmacology, the equivalent systematic context, how conditions tune receptor behavior, often gets skipped or buried. We kept the math, not the discipline. Then came anomalies. Substrate inhibition didn't fit neat equations. Redox sensitivity hinted that electrostatics drive behavior. Not static at all, constantly shifting as charges move. Early models were patched to fit certain ranges, and computing power wasn't ready for the full electrostatic dance. Still, those caveats were known. Pharmacology adopted the enzyme playbook, binding, occupancy, to explain drug receptor action. It worked, until receptors didn't behave like enzymes. Enter efficacy. Binding alone didn't predict response. Two molecules could bind similarly, yet produce wildly different effects. So, we stacked more models on top. Then spare receptors arrived. Maximal response with only a small fraction occupied. That breaks simple proportionality. Add rapid desensitization, tachyphylaxis, and the story looks even less like tidy occupancy. And here's the kicker: increased receptor expression and activity rises even without any ligand. If the math says response is purely fractional occupancy, how does more receptors produce more baseline signal? That's constitutive activity challenging the foundation. What did we do? We patched. More parameters, nested models, special cases. Complexity went up, clarity went down, and computation ballooned. When theory becomes a scrapbook of fixes, it stops guiding discovery and starts chasing it. So, what's the gap? We lack a unified framework that treats receptors as dynamic electrostatic systems, not static locks and keys. Embeds environmental context, pH, redox, ionic strength, up front, and accounts for efficacy, spare receptors, desensitization, and constitutive activity as natural outcomes. The solution path isn't a bigger patch, it's a rebuild. Start again from first principles, systematic condition profiling, then couple that to modern computation that tracks charge and conformational ensembles and population shifts. Think energy landscapes with context, not one site, one constant. I've outlined this direction in Origins of Life's Sensoria, how receptors might encode and transduce information beyond occupancy. The aim isn't to discard the past, but to upgrade it. Less patchwork, more principle. That's the invitation.